Kyrgyzstan is a landlocked lower middle income country. It has a rich endowments including minerals, forests, arable lands, and has a significant potential for expansion of its agriculture sector, hydroelectricity production, and tourism industry. Although geographically isolated by its highly mountainous terrain, Kyrgyzstan has been at the crossroad of several great civilizations as part of the Silk Road along with the other commercial routes. So the top exported product of Kyrgyzstan is the following: the gold and other precious metal and stone for about 34% of the total exports. Other exports include oil, gas, and other mineral products are about 15% of the total export, textile for about 12%, vegetable for about 9%, and transport equipment for about 8%. The main export partners of Kyrgyzstan economy are Switzerland for about 33% of the total export, Kazakhstan for about 24%, Russia for about 13%, and Uzbekistan for about 11%. Others includes China, Turkey, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan. Turkmenistan country is found in Central Asia, bordered by the Caspian Sea and largely covered by the Karakum Desert. It is known for archaeological ruins, including those at Nessa and Merv, major stops along the ancient trade route of the Silk Road. Ashgabat is the capital and the largest city of the country. The population of the country is about 6 million and the lowest of the Central Asia republics. Although Turkmenistan's vast natural gas and oil resources continue to attract some foreign companies, the government of Turkmenistan has yet to implement reforms needed to create an inviting business climate where foreign investment is truly welcome and property rights are guaranteed. In addition, the government is centralized and non-transparent, with much information that is readily available in the most country classified as state secret. So the top export product of Turkmenistan are the following: gas, crude oil, petrochemicals, textile, cotton fiber, and moreover, it is mostly the main export partners are from China, which is 82%, for about Uzbekistan with 4%, Turkey with 3.53%, for about 11%, Azerbaijan 1.98%, for about Romania with 1.57%, and Japan for Russia with 1.55%, others Georgia with 1.19%, India, United States, and Italy with Ireland 0.9%, Greece with 0.0%, that the Oman export Croatia with 0.39% is 17.3 billion US dollar. India for about 2.99 billion US dollar, and Japan for about 2.43 billion US dollar. South Korea for about 2.39 billion US dollar, and the United Arab Emirates for about 2.88 billion US dollar. Since the country's independence as a result of extensive Oman is also ranked as the 58th moreover of the 221 top largest export economy in the world. The top export of Singapore are the following: integrated circuits for about 115 billion US dollar, refined petroleum with about 43.1 billion US dollar, gold with 10.3 billion US dollar, computers with about 7.37 billion US dollar, and packaged medicaments for about 6.1 billion US dollar. Moreover, the top export destination of Singapore are the following: Hong Kong with about 60.8 billion US dollar, China with about 50.3 billion US dollar, Malaysia with about 28.4 billion US dollar, Indonesia with about 17.9 billion US dollar, and United States with about 16.6 billion US dollar. Oman, officially the Sultanate of Oman, is a country in Western Asia. It is situated on the southeastern coast of Arabian Peninsula and spans the mouth of the Persian Gulf. Oman shares the land borders with Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Yemen, while sharing the maritime borders with Iran and Pakistan. Muscat is the nation's capital and the largest city of Oman. The economy is highly dependent on the export of oil for about 62% of the total export and liquefied natural gas for about 8%, and other export includes chemical, plastic, and rubber products. The top export partners of Oman exported to China for about 17.3 billion US dollar, India for about 2.99 billion US dollar, Japan for about 2.43 billion US dollar, South Korea for about 2.39 billion US dollar, and United Arab Emirates for about 2.8 billion US dollar. Kuwait, the country of Arabian Peninsula, located in the northwestern corner of the Persian Gulf. The top export product of Kuwait are the following: crude petroleum for about 41.7 billion US dollar, refined petroleum for about 6.36 billion US dollar, planes, helicopter, and our spacecraft are 2.41 billion US dollar, petroleum gas 2.16 billion US dollar, and cyclic hydrocarbons for about 86 million US dollar. Top exporter partner of Kuwait. So the export product are mostly to China for about 12.1 billion US dollar, South Korea for about 9.58 billion US dollar, India for 8.81 billion US dollar, Japan for about 6.12 billion US dollar, and Chinese Taipei for about 3.83 billion US dollar. Georgia is a country located in the Caucasus at the intersection of the Eastern Europe and Western Asia. It is bounded to the west by the Black Sea, to the north and east by Russia, to the south by Turkey and Armenia, and to the southeast by Azerbaijan. Tbilisi is the capital and the largest city, home to roughly quarter of population. Georgia was the number of 116 economy in the world in terms of their GDP. The number of 123 in total export. Moreover, the top export product of Georgia are the following: copper ore for about 666 million US dollar, cars for about 659 million US dollar, ferroalloys for about 307 million US dollar, wine for about 223 million US dollar, and packaged medicaments for about 171 million US dollar. It is mostly export to Russia for about 502 million US dollar, Azerbaijan for about 489 million US dollar, Armenia for about 308 million US dollar, and Bulgaria for about 339 million US dollar, and furthermore to China for about 269 million US dollar. Mongolia, country in East Asia. Mongolia is a nation bordered by China and Russia. It is known for vast, rugged expanses and nomadic culture. Its capital is Ulaanbaatar, centered around the Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan Square, name of the notorious founder of the 3rd and 14th century of Mongol Empire. The top export product of Mongolia is the following: 45% or 3.48 billion US dollar are mineral fuels, mineral oils, and products of their own distillation, bituminous substances or mineral waxes. 35% or 2.68 billion US dollar are ores, slag, and ash. 5.49% or 419 million US dollar are the natural or cultured pearls, precious or semi-precious stone, precious metal, metal clads with precious metal, and articles thereof or imitation jewelry or coin. 4.91% or 374 million US dollar are wool, fine or coarse animal hair, horsehair, yarn, and woven fabrics. 2.7% or 206 million US dollar are salt, sulfur, earth and stone, plastering materials, lime, and cement. 1.1 or 84 million US dollar are meat and edible meat offal. 0.9% or 68 million US dollar are copper and articles thereof. 0.68 million per 0.66 percentage or 50 million is preparation of the meat or of fish or crustacean, mollusks, or other aquatic invertebrates. 0.68 is the apparel and clothing accessories knitted or crochet. 55.55% are aircraft, spacecraft, and parts of the RAF. So, their top export partner are the following: China with a share of 88% or 6.77 billion US dollar, United Kingdom with a share of 3.82% or 291 million US dollar, Singapore with a share of 2.2% or 154 million US dollar, Switzerland for about 74 million US dollar, Russia for about 68 million US dollar, Italy for about 45 million US dollar, Australia for about 39 million US dollar, Korea for about 27 million US dollar, USA for about 25 million US dollar, and Iran for about 21 million US dollar. Armenia is officially the Republic of Armenia. Is a landlocked country located in the Armenian highlands of the Western Asia. It is part of the Caucasus region and it's bordered by the Turkey to the west, Georgia to the north, the Lachin corridor under the Russian peacekeeping forces, the Azerbaijan to the east, and Iran to the Azerbaijani exclave of Nakhchivan to the south. Yerevan is the capital and the largest city of Armenia. The Armenia top exports are the following: unwrought copper, pig iron, non-ferrous metal, gold, diamonds, mineral products, foodstuff, brandy, cigarettes, and energy. The main export partners are the following: Russia for about 22%, Switzerland for about 20.4%, China for about 6.58%, Bulgaria for about 6.22%, Iraq for about 5.3%, Serbia for about 4.93%, Netherlands for about 4.6%, Germany for about 4.54%, Canada for about 2.52%, and Iran for about 2.51%. Qatar, a country that could be found also in the Middle East. Qatar is a peninsular Arab country whose terrain comprises with arid desert and a long Persian Gulf shoreline of beaches and domes. Dakos is the capital, or Doha, known for its futuristic skyscraper and other ultra-modern architecture inspired by the ancient Islamic design such as the limestone and the Museum of Islamic Art. Additionally, Qatar was the number 53 economy in the world in terms of GDP, the number of 42 in total of export. Additionally, the top export products of Qatar are the following: petroleum gas for about 42.2 billion US dollar, crude petroleum for about 15.4 US dollar, refined petroleum for about 8.24 billion US dollar, ethylene polymers for about 1.92 billion US dollar, and the nitrogenous fertilizer for about 1.29 billion US dollar. The export materials or products are mostly to Japan for about 13.1 billion US dollar, South Korea for about 12 billion US dollar, India for about 10.5 billion US dollar, China for about 10.3 billion US dollar, and Singapore for about 5.42 billion US dollar. Bahrain is an island in Western Asia. It is situated on the Persian Gulf and comprises with a small archipelago made up of 15 natural islands and additional 33 artificial islands centered on Bahrain Islands, which make up around 83% of the country's landmass. Bahrain is situated between the Qatar and the northeastern coast of Saudi Arabia, to which it is connected by the King's Fahd Causeway. The capital and the largest city of Bahrain is Manama. Moreover, the top export product of Bahrain are represented by the following: refined petroleum for about 5.51 billion US dollar, raw aluminum for 1.85 billion US dollar, crude petroleum for 675 million US dollar, iron ore for 198 million US dollar, and aluminum plating for 329 million US dollar. Moreover, the topmost partner of Bahrain are Arab Emirates for 4.4 billion US dollar, Saudi Arabia for 1.63 billion US dollar, Japan for 1.5 billion US dollar, United States for 1.1 billion US dollar, and South Korea for 477 million US dollar. Timor is a country that also could be found in Asia. Timor-Leste, or East Timor, is a Southeast Asian nation occupying the half of the island of Timor. It's ranged by coral reef, teeming with marine life. These are the following: crude oil or petroleum for 54.7 million US dollar, petroleum gas for 28 million US dollar, coffee for 18.6 million US dollar, locust beans, seaweed, sugar beet, cane for food 2.59 million US dollar, and scrap iron for 1.6 million US dollar. The top exporter partners of Timor-Leste are the following: Singapore with 56.8 million US dollar, China with 22.5 million US dollar, Japan with 9.58 million US dollar, Indonesia with 6.56 million US dollar, and United States for 4.94 million US dollar. Cyprus, or officially called the Republic of Cyprus, that also could be found in Asia, is an island country in the eastern Mediterranean of the sea south of the Anatolian Peninsula. Its capital and largest city is the Nicosia. Additionally, the top export product of Cyprus are passenger and cargo ships with 680 million US dollar, refined petroleum for about 557 million US dollar, packaged medicaments for about 425 million US dollar, special purpose ships for about 373 million US dollar, and cheese for about 292 million US dollar, exporting mostly to India for about 404 million US dollar, Greece for about 382 million US dollar, Libya for about 353 million US dollar, United Kingdom for about 320 million US dollar, and lastly to Italy for about 170 million US dollar. Bhutan. Bhutan is one of the country that also could be found in Asia. Bhutan, or officially known as Kingdom of Bhutan, is a landlocked country located in the eastern Himalayas, located between China and India. Its capital and largest city is Thimphu. 77 in total export. Additionally, the export product of Bhutan are the following: ferroalloys for about 137 million US dollar, dolomite for about 25.3 million US dollar, semi-finished iron for about 22.2 million US dollar, cement for about 14.8 million US dollar, and carbides for about 9.76 million US dollar. The exporting partners of Bhutan are the following: India for about 234 million US dollar, Italy for about 5.38 million US dollar, Turkey for about 1.39 million US dollar, German for about 1.26 million US dollar, and lastly to Singapore for about 1.23 million US dollar. Brunei. Brunei is also a country that could be found in the Asia continent. So Brunei is also known as Brunei Darussalam. Is a country located on the north coast of the islands of Borneo in Southeast Asia. The top export product of Brunei are the following: petroleum gas for about 3.23 billion US dollar, crude petroleum for about 2.7 billion US dollar, refined petroleum for about 361 million US dollar, acylic alcohols for about 161 million US dollar, and acylic hydrocarbons for about 49.9 million US dollar. So, the top export partners of Brunei are the following: Japan for about 2.37 billion US dollar, Australia for about 822 million US dollar, Singapore for about 687 million US dollar, India for about 565 million US dollar, and Malaysia for about 563 million US dollar. Palestine, or officially called the State of Palestine, that could be found in the Western Asia and officially governed by the Palestine Liberation Organization or PLO, and claims the Western Bank and Gaza Strip. The top exports structured from State of Palestine represented by the following main commodities group: 17% or 188 million US is article of stone, plaster, cement, asbestos, mica, or similar materials. 125 million US dollar or 13.3% is furniture, bedding, mattresses, mattress support, cushions and similar stuff, furnishing, lamp and lighting fitting, not elsewhere specified or included, illuminated sign, illuminated nameplates, and the like, prefabricated buildings. Additionally, 8.31% or 91 million US dollar is plastic and article thereof. is equivalent to 66 million US dollar is the iron and steel. 5.19 US dollar is the animal or vegetable fats and oil under cleavage product, preferred edible fats and animals or vegetable waxes. So the top destination of the commodities from the state Palestine is Israel with a share of 81% or 897 million US dollar. Jordan with a share of 6.47% or 71 million US dollar. United Arab Emirates with a share of 2.93% or 32 million US dollar. USA with a share of 1.79% or 19.8 million US dollar.